Okay, so this one's from my buddy Shane St. Laurent. Thank you, Shane, for leaving this question. And he says, what are your thoughts on AMC wanting to continue having content inside of the Walking Dead universe for at least the next decade? I think they should stop inside of the next 2 years while they are still kind of on top, viewer-wise. Okay, well, thank you, Shane, for the question. I think it's a really great question. I'm a big Walking Dead fan, so I do appreciate that. Definitely in my interest level there. So I did hear this news. I couldn't really talk about it in this episode since it was last week that it broke. There's some stories, you're kind of flying around here, but nothing too big yet. But for sure, I mean, this is definitely a big topic. So, Shane, you think that they should stop inside of the next 2 years? I don't know. I feel like because now that we've heard there's a lot of possibilities on movies. They want to work on a few movies. So whether that's a TV movie, whether that's, I don't think it would be like a feature film, but something that appears in theaters maybe. So there's just so many possibilities here inside of this The Walking Dead universe. Now, I would argue that The Walking Dead original series has really been the only really successful thing. And recently, it hasn't been that same entity. So in the last 2 seasons, so I believe deservingly so. It's not been the same show. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like they've had the video game, of course. Fear the Walking Dead has been a huge flop the last, this season in particular, season 4, for a lot of people has been a huge flop, and ratings and viewership wise for sure. The video game has kind of been losing popularity as well. They have a couple online web series that are kind of cool for kind of, the kind of the hardcore fans, but regular fans are probably not looking at those, probably not tuning into those because they just probably won't get it. But some of the web series are kind of funny and interesting, little unique. But anyway, so I don't know. I'm kind of with you on this, Shane. I don't know. I feel like if they try to drag this out too long, I just think the interest is going to be gone. I think The Walking Dead whole universe and the show itself peaked. I don't think they're ever going to be getting back to that peak. Season 4 and Season 5, that peak was so high, and that right where they were there, I don't think they're ever going to reach that again. And I would argue that they may not even get close to that again. And that's just what it is. So, a lot of, TV shows don't have a long time to go, at least dramas like this. So, I don't know. I think I agree with you, Shane. Now, I do really want to see a couple movies, TV movies and stuff like that. So, if they decide to give us those, I'm totally down for that. Whether, but that could definitely, like Shane's saying, happen in the next 2 years. For sure, the next maybe 2 to 3. I don't know if they should do this the next decade. I think it's going to be kind of, I don't know. I think it's just going to be going a little bit too hard on something that is really losing popularity. Now, this has been huge for AMC, the biggest show that they've ever had, and they've had Mad Men and Breaking Bad. That's pretty saying something. But anyways, I think for them, it's smart. Obviously, they're going to keep trying to go and keep trying to get the popularity out of it. But if you do another spin-off series, I mean, where is it going to go after Fear the Walking Dead has lost its reputation and kind of, a lot of fans? But I think TV movies are the way to go in this one. I think you definitely... Now, this all depends on how Rick goes out in Season 9. We got to remember that, right? A lot of people are speculating that Rick doesn't die in Season 9 and that maybe they'll create a spin-off series just for Rick, which to me doesn't make sense because why would Andrew Lincoln stop doing The Walking Dead to be with his family and then turn around and just join a spin-off series where he'll be in it again for years, right? That doesn't make sense to me at all, but people are saying that, and then people are also saying that maybe he'll be in a TV movie, and then that will be where he dies, not in the show. So there's a lot of possibilities here. Also, people have been talking about having a Negan TV movie, seeing his background and a little bit more of him after the All-Out War here with this time skip. So that could definitely be in there too. Maybe get a couple actors from The Walking Dead to be in that TV movie. That would be cool. But again, I just don't see how they would do it for the next decade, and I don't think they should. I don't think that's a smart move. I don't think it's going to be successful for them. But in saying that, I mean, The Walking Dead has been very popular for many years. And yeah, so, and again, this comes back to how long is the original series going to be on, right? Is it going to be on for the next 10 years? I doubt it, right? Maybe AMC will want it to be on, but I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be able to do that. I still think that they should maybe end it after Season 10. Depending, of course, how Season 9 goes and where they take it. but I think season 10 could also be a good ending for the original show. I think Fear the Walking Dead should end as soon as possible, but sadly they have picked it up for a season 5. And so we'll be getting a season 5, I guess, 16 more episodes of that. And we'll have to see. But anyways, yeah, thanks Shane for the question, and this is definitely one that we have to keep an eye on. Hopefully more stories will come out, and I can talk a little bit more about that. But in terms of right now, no, I agree with you. I don't know about the next 2 years, but definitely in the next little bit. I don't think they should keep going with a decade. I think it's just kind of beating a dead horse. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for the question, Shane.